Okay, everyone, so here it is. I already showed the map, how it will be, and here's some churches, big buildings, universities, everything that's very large, everything that we really don't need from the center of all continents to be demolished and already be covered with soil, plant trees and bushes, Yes, we can plant in the center of the continent. Let's plant supporting plants of all types, okay? And to give some shade for the good seeds, we can plant anything. We can plant sweet potato, we can plant corn, Samaúma, remember, because we need the very small trees for each area and very, very tall trees, such as Samaúma, for all these warm tropical and subtropical areas, okay? And we have to figure out which one is the tallest, that is strong and sustainable, because some are tall, but they don't grow by themselves. They need to have fire and things, so we need soft wood, such as pine woods, maybe some very soft one that with strong wind they're gonna fall down. But pine, the problem is that they're like medium size. We need some very tall ones that when they fall, they're gonna put many trees down and give opportunity for everything to regrow again. And we're gonna put the best we can bushes that have vegetables, not fruits as I said before, but vegetables, because they're gonna grow, decompose, create bacteria that is will be great for the following plants that will come along the time. Okay, so most squash as possible, cantaloupe, tomatoes, everything that needs a lot of sun, grow fast, so they're gonna be full of vegetables decomposing, and we're gonna aerate the soil ready with the animals from the area, from wild animals, right? So we're gonna pass the tractor over and over and over and over. Okay, soon after this tractor, we're gonna put water first, make the soil really wet before we put the seeds down. Okay, so the seeds, if we have blowers, on battery or attached to a pickup truck with the generator right there, so we can put the seeds right there on the top of the blower. You see, one person hold the blowers, walk slowly. The pickup truck is walking slowly on that line that they have to walk, and then they put the fine hay or the rice peelings or the fine soil, the same as you sell, like for seeds, the same as, those that sell in regular stores, fine, something very fine that won't block the seeds to grow. Actually, we can use the fertilizer we have, the chemicals we already have anyways, right? Okay, we're not making new ones, but what we already have, that's fine, because the main thing is for that area to grow. All right, so we are not using corn, because corn takes too long to grow and then takes long to have the husks. The husk is covered too much, so that won't give good bacteria in a fast way as we want. So we're gonna plant all these other things I just said that grow fast, and quickly they're gonna fall down and create bacteria. So let's repeat: tomatoes, squashes with soft skin, everything with soft skin. Tomatoes the most as possible, everything that will give fruits in a quick and fast way. Yeah, tomato is a base, and every region gonna see other things that they have, because carrots doesn't work. Carrots work because they're gonna decompose, yes, and they don't have hard peelings. We cannot have like gourds, we need soft things. Okay, the best as possible, but a variety as well. All right, so on the top of the blowers, after the soil really well. First we go the seeds, right? And then this little soft crumble, whichever we got in the region, and we don't water anymore. And the next few days need to be very gentle sprinklers that I'm going to show you now how we are going to do, okay? So the seeds won't go too deep and won't take too long, all right? So we're gonna use the arms. I'm already gonna explain how it works. We are going to use the metal arms. So the tractor can have metal arms on both sides as far as we can reach. So the tractor, right? Those arms, so if they can go up to what? Up to 10 meters or so, I think that works, right? So the tractor, it's walking on the lane that's already soil, compact soil, okay? And then have those big arms and the water reservoir, you know, that gonna be pumping, connected to the tractor, something like that. Awesome? Okay, I'm gonna show you the drawing just for you to be sure what we're talking about. Thank you so much. Okay, all communities like that will be demolished. So, because that's not sustainable. Don't have gardens, you know, housing is not sustainable, we need apartments. Okay, so I'm going to tell in a few words how our program will be, okay? All right, so the first step is this. First step, how are we gonna demolish all cities inside the countries? That's not for the beach though, only inside the continent, not countries, sorry, continent. So that's the steps. So first steps, it's all start, right, with the houses and keep the apartments up to 20 floors or so, because start demolishing the big ones, right? And people gonna get practice. And then when we get to this point, you know, because some cities have huge, you know, they have 25, 35, even 40 someplace. So that's the most sustainable, okay? All right, so in a few words, that's what it is. So we start demolishing, you know, get families together, here, together. So grandparents live together, a few available to demolish. And then children, adopted children, more rooms, right? More apartments empty, okay? So start demolishing. Very big universities. So those are the very two first things that we're gonna do. Large universities, because we don't need them, okay? People really gonna have them busy in small buildings. All right, so where the parents will study will be the same exact place they will work. So children, parents with preschool kids, that's where they're gonna work. They're gonna work at the preschool. So they work there and study there. They have to find a place, right? They're already there and then they go home really close by, right? Everyone only walks. That's always still the same. Put the cars, sell the cars to recycle centers, you know, junkyards, whichever they can get their car going and start a new life. They have to live right there, very close. Up to 2 kilometers first. So let's say up to 4 months, right? After that, it's only 1 kilometer. You know, after 4 months, 1 kilometer. Okay, so we're gonna narrow down. All right, large universities too, because we don't need that. All right, so what we're gonna do? We are going to keep small churches, right, for people to study and parents to study. So, you know, if there's very small, gonna come here, or if the very big ones, take out and go there. Okay, all right. So whichever schools, because many places people go really far away for school. So everyone gonna do what? The peace school, peace education, okay? Peace education. All right. And then they're gonna do what? Community sites and parks. Parks will be the very last, with apartments. Apartments, 20 floor, about 20. So 18 to 20, that's the most sustainable. When we get to this point, everyone, we already know how to demolish buildings really well, right? Okay, so that's the last. That's the very last. Okay, so basically will be small hotels, not apartments, or hotels. Okay, so then the families with young children up to 14 years old, they already help, right? So let's say 4 months, right? 4 months. They stay there up to 4 months. Up to 4 months. Okay? I think that's really sustainable. So they already help to plant around at their whole county. All right? Plant. Let's say this area is already planted. So they have to finish their whole county. 4 months. Yes, because people are going to be living together. So hundreds of grandparents going to be living, and so it's hundreds of apartments, right? Hundreds and hundreds. I'm just talking about a very small city. Hundreds of single adults going to be marrying. What happened? Hundreds, they're going to be marrying and living with a grandparent, so hundreds more. Okay, so keep going. Hundreds of teens living by themselves, young adults that are independent. Many times they even have more money than their own parents, right? More available, right? And keep going. Oh, and also people, that's the 4 here, people that have vacation homes. No more vacation homes. So that's where they're going to start demolish all these places. So 4 months for everyone the same. I think that's really sustained. Maybe 5, but let's think we can do it in 4. All right, so all that demolished, all the houses gone, all the large universities, very large buildings, construction, we're not going to build anything anymore. Painting companies, construction companies, all the negative places, keep going, right? What's going to stay? Stay will be the distribution centers bringing food. Yeah, we're going to keep doing that, right? For fruits, vegetables, rice, beans, right? Because we're not going to plant things they're going to harvest in a few months. But the greens, everyone going to start planting their greens. Okay, so all these places going to start empty. Places that are empty. Places that are what they call deposit rooms. Deposit rooms for company, deposit room for families, put stuff in there, all things we don't need. So all this gonna be gone right on these 4 months. That's really good. Okay, maybe 5, but let's focus on 4. All right, all this gone, all this gone, all this gone, right? Large universities gone, large buildings gone, everything gone. Okay, the supermarkets, what's gonna be the supermarkets? Right there at these hotels. Everything we can right there at these hotels. Maybe a building or 2 hotels together. So we're going to focus in hotels. Why hotels? Hotels have 1 kitchen. For what? 20, 40, 60, 100 families. Right? That will be perfect. People going to eat on time and they're going to have delivery from other places only on that. Okay, the other thing. All right, we don't need that road anymore. Demolish. We don't need those highways. Demolish. All those roads. What are we going to keep? Keep 1 road or 1 airport. Whichever is the most sustainable. Okay, to pick up what? Keep sending the families, keep sending, right? Until the last families. All right, and then comes the second step. So here, okay, all this is the first step, right? Everything. So people are going to focus on what? And in up to 2 months. Okay, on 2 months on 4 months. On 4 months. So here's the second part. Let's do like this because I think it's the best way we can do it, okay? All right, so second part, and here is the first part. Okay, so here, first part. All right, so at the end of the 4 months, okay, and then people or everyone that have children, young children, gonna live, and only families with, I think that's reasonable, right? 12, 14 years old, okay? Because then they can already study there. It's one less school. We don't even have middle school, right? We're just gonna have what? High school, adult education, that's going to be together, because right now we're not going to have any university. We're just going to learn about our program, test and study, and test and study and test. So we're not going to have university here, all right? So that's very important. And in the future as well, we're not going to need all these 4 educational sites I said before. But we talk about we're going to have only 2 sites. Right? Because the parents going to be teaching right there at their own educational sites of their kids and teens. All right, so here's the part 1. And here's the part 2, steps, right? Steps. Okay, so until here, right? Okay, so at the very end, family is going to move. Okay, move out. So, all right. And then, so here, so you're gonna keep demolishing, leave a few, keep demolishing, right? What gonna stay at the very last? Parks, right? And couples, I put apartments here, hotels, hotels. Okay? That's the very last. Why? Because by that time, the chosen department directors, the best department directors, gonna know exactly how to do it. They have a tractor there. They cover up. In 2 days they leave. Okay? All right? So they demolish, and then, let me think, in a whole day, they can't do that in a whole day. We have to do one more steps, 10 families. So let me think. Because 10 families gonna need 20 rooms. It's okay, 20 rooms, right, in one tall building, all right? And then what they do? They have one tractor at the very last. They have one tractor. So tractors can't go in airport. So take the airports out, gone. We're gonna leave one road, right? One road. They're gonna keep one road until the next city. Gonna be waiting for them, right? Always from inside the continents going out. So they go and they stop here the next city. They're going to be living at this hotel, this next city, while they take out this road here. Okay? So everyone can do the same. They're leaving cities here, the center. Right? Okay? So the very last day, they demolish that hotel. Right? They cover up. That's in 1 day they have to do that. They demolish very early in the morning. And during the whole day, the construction site, they cover up. Put some seeds there, water them well, because that will be a very small area. So it's okay if everything around was planted good, that will be good, right? Gonna be sustainable, okay? All right. because over the months, all the other areas of the county gonna be planted and water, right? The whole county. Okay, all right. So, and then they stop at middle cities, right? Whichever it is, if it's here and then they go to there, right? They're going out. Whichever, when they come here, we already gonna establish where they're gonna go. They gonna keep going straight, or if they're gonna come here, or they're gonna go there, right? The most sustainable according to their points, because we have to recognize people that really work hard. They have to go to the same location. These 10 department directors gonna go to the same location because they're the very last. They're the best ones. They will complete and do the last documents. Okay, so they're going out. Okay, so when they're here in this middle city, they take out this road, completely cover them up with dirt, right? So they still have the tractor. Okay, and then they keep going to the next city until they reach the beach. Okay, and will be a place for them, maybe here, maybe there, not too far, right? But will be a place for these 10 department directors to arrive. Gonna be beautiful. Okay, all right, that's really great. And these last 10 department directors here, gonna have cameras until then. They're gonna have the paperwork and reports done, always in 10 different books. No, five different books. 5 different books every 2 couples. Yeah, 5 different record books. No, too many. We have to be more sustainable. Just 2. Every city gonna have 2. Yeah, and they don't look each other, but when they turn them in, they have to look exactly the same. Okay? All right, with the activities, the basic information. All right? So they don't look each other. So 5 couples gonna be on this records book and 5 couples on the other. And at the end, when they turn them in, when they arrive at the last city, they keep going. Oh, we clean up our own city. So let's say here's their own city, right? Can you see there? Here's their own city. And then they're gonna help this city for a few days, right? Until they clean. All right, they finish their county. They clean the road behind them because this is another team doing their own thing. All right, so they clean that road and then they already go to their place as soon as it's ready. If their place is not ready yet, they help a big city. They go to a big city and not to a small one and keep helping until the place they will arrive going to be ready. Okay, I think that's the most sustainable. And this way we're going to have at those big, very big cities, keep going, but we have to start at the center. Oh, everyone gonna start their own, of course, right? Because also here, okay, so now let's talk about, so let's say here, right? South America, more or less, like that. Okay, so everyone gonna have this plan. Also people from the beach, counties at the beach, right? That's gonna be in squares, every few squares. I'm exaggerating, but just for you to have an idea, right? Every few squares gonna be a state. Every few states. So all states gonna be like rectangles, right? Every few gonna be a country. So they're all like that. They're gonna be doing their cleanup exactly like this. The only difference is that for demolishing, we're just gonna keep the hotels that are very good, okay? Because we just open the carpet, take the carpet out, the tile out, and fill up with 2 meters of concrete and all around, right? With 1 by 1. So here's the building, right? About 20 floors high. So remember I said we're gonna have 1 meter here, all around the building, right? 1 meter. supports, not a sidewalk. It's a support for the building. We actually don't walk there to support ants, dust, mites, anything. So we're just gonna open up the floor, the last floor, for those that we are remodeling and is approved to stay. We open up, and then we're gonna put here 4 meters of concrete all around. 4 meters, 4 meters, 4 meters. Okay, so here's easy. Just make a hole and fill up and done, right? And also bars, metal bars, right? Iron bars, okay? Fill up with 4 meters, and then 1 here, 1 there. That's what we're gonna do for the buildings that already is approved. Underneath, already gonna be a room for tools, a big cafeteria, right? The space outside. We are going to have 4 lunches, for dinners, for breakfast, okay? And be already working right there close by, okay? All right. So, and 4 snacks, right? We need that, okay? So families are gonna be assigned, or they have everything very early, you know, for 6 months, or they have everything very late, so they don't get too close, for example, from breakfast to lunch, right? So they won't get, for example, a 7 o'clock breakfast and then 11 lunch, you know? So they're gonna have everything early, the first, or everything the last, the second, the third. Yeah. Yes, they're gonna have consistency on the time. Remember, we have 4 meals. They're gonna have consistency along the day. And we're gonna have 2 hours for breakfast, 2 hours for lunch, 2 hours for snacks, 2 hours for dinner. Okay? All right, the snack's gonna be simple. And something very nutritional. Can be some boiled eggs cut in a half. Everybody get a half. Get some nuts, fruit, whichever they have available. But the main meals need to be very well taken, okay? And of course, all the adjustments needed, right? People that are obese gonna have more lemon, don't eat at all in the morning, right? They're gonna fast in the morning and for a few days, right? To cleanse their body. People that are very sick, they're gonna take lemon in the morning, lemon, lime, okay? And don't eat at all until lunchtime. Lunchtime, they're gonna have their proper meal. Okay, so in a few words, that's how we're gonna do, and then we're gonna end up. All right, so at the conference, we are going to talk about the basics here. Which ones we are going to approve, as I just said, the base, right? It's very firm, it's very strong, okay? Because even inside the buildings, we can add things, right? We can add, right? So, but if the main structure is good, only if the main structure is good, we can add, make it thicker, the wall. We can do that. We can put humidity resistance here. We can do all these things, okay? We can do that. All right, and then put everything we already talked about. The tiles, right? The tiles, so on a base here will be restaurants, a garden tool, and you know, all the things that are needed. The hose, we put everything inside at night. And here, every building gonna have a pool, because I said that. Why? Because that's very good for workout, and that's very important, okay? All right, very good. And then this way we're gonna be really sustainable. All right, so the other thing is that because we're gonna do all around, right? Here, all around. So that's very important, all around, right? And some places, for example, if they have too much rocks, then we can't live there, because it's important for us to be able to walk, for us to be able to go in the water, because some are too steep. So if there is a way to fix and make a beach, then it's okay. But if it's no way to fix, then we can't do it, because some have mountains right there. So we just cut the mountain, slide, cut the mountain, slide, cut the mountain, slide. With proper bars, long concrete posts, Okay, so we can do that. All right? Okay? All right, so let's get organized, everyone. And, you know, even if they have nice beaches, we have to take mountains out instead of tunnels. Tunnels can be very small. I think about 200 meters, right? If they're really under good rocks. Otherwise, cut them out, slide them to here, slide them here, whichever it is, slide them over. All right? Okay, very good. We'll see you soon. And keep smiling, keep singing, keep plant the gardens, greens, right? Because that we're gonna need everywhere. And keep doing your laundry, your cleaning every single week. Are you ready? Okay, hurry up, get organized. Okay, so here you have a few more things that we're gonna remodel, how we're gonna do it, the basic plan. Thank you. So all these cathedrals are useless. We have to take them out. All these big constructions, very old constructions, all of them need to be taken out. Okay, even that they are by the beach, because you're going to have only very sustainable, you know, buildings at the beach. And those cathedrals, they are huge, right? They have very, very tall ceilings. All of them are not needed. Okay, and old constructions too, because then we're going to start breaking here, breaking there, and then we have to fix, so we're not doing that. We're going to make newer construction that are very strong, very sustainable, then they're going to stay, we can remodel. But it makes no sense for us to have all these huge cathedrals and other things from other churches. It makes no sense, okay? All right? So let's get organized, everyone. And remember, we are not doing this just for us. We're doing this for entire humanity, for us to be really better and really positive, right? Sustainable, and have dignity, respect, be polite, and improve our practices. It's a new lifestyle. It's not a diet that finishes in a few days or a few months. No, it's a new lifestyle that is changing completely, okay? The Sistine Chapel already said it's all gone, everything gonna be taken out. You know, the gold, the precious stones, they can sell to people that want and give them the money to the organization. But if it's after the organization launching day, they are already gonna send to the countries that they came from. It's a lot of gold, a lot of precious stones they have. It's amazing. It's really a lot. And they still, you know, receiving people and get more money, get more money. Why people want to sell these things? We don't need those things. Forbidden, actually. Add it up. Okay, so it's forbidden to have any paintings on walls. You know what we're gonna paint? Is, as already said, inside the house, the family painting slide in, slide out on this permanent frames we are going to have. On commercial buildings, we can have the synthetic ones that are harmonious, positive, and that's it. Okay? All right, let's get organized, everyone. Let's get ready and organized, and let's keep going. We see you soon. Okay, formations like that's forbidden, not needed, not positive. We're just gonna knock everything down. Yeah, because you know we need to get things that are clear, that sun shines, you know, so nothing of that is needed, not positive. Let's see what else. You see? Nothing of that is needed. Moscow. Look at that, Moscow. Moscow gonna go away because that's the only way, right? Okay, my friends, we're getting bad and bad. Let me see if I have some more ideas. Ides of March. I don't know, is that? Roman Forum. So, you know, all these go out. All these things from Greece, from Italy, all these things gonna go out. Nothing of that is needed. Okay? We're just gonna keep a very few that's very important in books and online, and that's it. Some pictures, right? and a few words. That's it. For every previous civilization that we are sure that they really happened, we all gonna say just a few sentences, a few pictures. That's it. Nothing, because it's too much. Children, teens, adults, no one need to learn all these details or keep going to these places, okay? All right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus, just have a few. I don't know exactly how many, but we just have a few, and that's it. Look, oh, that's not needed. Nothing of that is needed. Also, Arch of Triumph, that's a Colosseum here that they just show above, but also I'm just saying, nothing of that. No Jesus Christ, in Rio de Janeiro, no Statue of Liberty in New York, nothing of that. No Buddhas in gold, in metal, nothing of those statues anywhere, from any story, from any religious leader or any president from other countries. Oh, not needed, not sustainable. The Easter Island also gonna be gone. Gone for the island, gone for the statues. There are too many negative creations, in our humanity. We have to clean those things, my friends. And we also not going, I was Christian for many years. Yeah, since I was little, right? Not my childhood, but as a teenager, I was Christian. Because first in my life I belonged to Sechonoye for a few years, so we were not Christians, okay? But I became Christian a little after. But at school we were already Christian, so that's fine. At the Waldorf school we were always Christian since my kindergarten. But I'm just telling you, if in 2,000 years Jesus, Christians, didn't fix the planet, so now we are going to do in a better way. And I believe Rudolf Steiner with the Waldorf School did much better. He did much better, as I said, because 100 years, look how much we got. We have schools in many, many countries. They say 80, but might be even more. We have Waldorf schools, people that celebrate nature, they focus on natural things. People that are real Waldorf, they don't have plastics, they don't have a very few at the kitchen, right? But not for children, maybe at the sandbox, that's okay, right? But children don't play with glitter, they don't play with video games. Parents that really, Waldorf, they do those good things. They don't spend hours on TV. They don't spend hours watching bad movies, okay? So, we are having Waldorf families for this conference. So, please help. We are going to make this conference happen. And this work, this international constitution, the proposal for 20 years adjustment, and also the one that's permanent for the all following days, centuries, years, right? And millenniums, gonna be based on those families gonna come here with us. All right, everyone, you're doing really great, and we see you soon. Okay, everyone, thank you so much. Doing really great. We really appreciate. Get ready, everyone. We see you soon.